Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming, and in today's video we have some insane news that just dropped about Conduit and Lifeline Reborn. Yes, you did hear me correctly, Lifeline Reborn has some news coming out, so let's break it all down. But just quickly, if you guys are looking to take your Apex skill to the next level, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there we have top level coaches, including myself, creating the best, most highly informative guides, make you the best player you could possibly be. We have legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and much more. So no matter what you struggle with as a player, we have a solution for you. So click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, let's jump back into things. And no, you guys were not dreaming in the intro. I did say Conduit and Lifeline did get some big news coming out about them. And that news did come from Ozvaltador. Now, for those of you that don't know who Ozvaltador is, he is a very well-known leaker in the Apex community. And he is pretty good at leaking confirmed things or things that are well-backed. From stuff in the past, he does have an inside source at Respawn, but he is also really good at data mining, and he does also have some connections inside the community. So for this, you can pretty much go off the fact that it is confirmed, and there is also another source confirming it that we will talk about in a second. But to start off, let's talk about Conduit, the Season 19 legend. Now, Conduit has had a bunch of different stuff leaked about her in the past. She's been in the game for quite a while. Ozvaltador even did joke about the fact that she has been scrapped 1 quadrillion years ago. But she is coming in Season 19, and there's been a bunch of different stuff that has been said about her, including some fake leaks, but these are her confirmed abilities. We don't know the names of them, so let's just go off the passive, tactical, and ultimate. So starting off with the passive, whenever her teammates are out of her tactical range, she gets a 40% speed boost. Now this is a very cool passive, but there are some interactions, so let's break those down. Ozvaltador did say if her teammates are not within her tactical range, she gets a movement speed boost that goes away once either her or her teammates return in range. He did say that he's not sure if it's always applied or only applied after deploying her tactical. My assumption would go that it's always available, not just when the tactical is going off. Another Apex creator, Pwnhub, did also chime in saying that it currently has the same cooldown as Bangalore's passive, so it's not always going to be up, it is going to be in some short bursts. And for those of you wondering if it does work solo, he did state that it works the same way that Lifeline's auto-res works when solo, aka it just doesn't work. So if you're playing no-fill, you're not going to be getting any speed boost from this. Now, I think this is a great addition to a support style kit because supports do have pretty big issues getting soloed out if their teammates do get separated from them. So getting a nice movement speed boost to help you in a fight is going to be a great addition for those support players. But now let's move into her tactical. This heals 25 shields with multiple charges. Now before with the other leaks, it did say that you were going to siphon shield from yourself to give it to your teammates, but it looks like they have taken that off and you're just going to be able to give out 25 shields with a charge on it. Now, when it does say multiple charges, I'm assuming that it works something like Caustic's gas traps or Watson's pylon fences, where you have multiple stored up and then they do recharge over time. I think this is going to be one of the most unique and really cool abilities in the game. Is it going to be super overpowered? I don't think so, but it could be in some certain situations, depending on how long the cooldown is between the charges. Because if you have somebody go into a fight like an entry fragger, say like a Wraith for example, and they get absolutely obliterated right off the start, you can just instantly heal them depending on how many charges you get, and also depending the cooldown between the charges, because if you're able to just spam out, say there's 3 charges, you can send 75 shield to your teammate instantly. I'm hoping there's at least a 3-second cooldown minimum between the charges before you can send out another one. So it's 25 and then 25 and then 25 instead of 25 bunch of times back to back to back. Now this will also depend on how many charges. He did just state multiple charges. He didn't go into an explanation there. But again, a very cool ability and I'm very excited to see it in the game. Now her ultimate is unbreakable Watson fences. That's all the explanation that we got for it, so I don't know if it's going to be automatically deployed in an area or if you're going to be able to put them down yourself or what the deal is with that, but it does seem like it's a little lazy taking Watson fences and giving it to somebody else. But I'm hoping that it's just him using it as kind of an example and it's not exactly like Watson fences. My hope is that it's going to be like an attachable device that you can put up on like a doorway or a choke point that does put up like an electricity fence, but it's just unbreakable, maybe like a Spider-Man webbing type deal. But if not, it's okay because all of the other abilities seem like they're pretty cool themselves. Now, Ozvaltador also did talk about some of the lore that is going behind her. Apparently her name is Rowena. She's from the Philippines. She's 27, has a sister, and she has blue, yellow armor armor made from a Titan. She apparently also has a mix between Lifeline, Rampart, and Horizon's personality. She's a Seer fan, and Titanfall 2 will be involved in the backstory. I don't know a whole lot about Apex lore or the Titanfall 2 lore, so for the lore fans out there, maybe this means something to you guys, but to me, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. I do like the name Rowena though, because I am a Harry Potter fan, and Rowena Ravenclaw is a total boss. Now, for those of you wondering, I did also mention that there is another source confirming that Conduit is coming in, and it is a playtester that did break his NDA. This playtester did go to Reddit and a bunch of other places and did confirm a few different things, so that is why we're also backing up Osvaltador on this, because it does seem like these are credible sources. Now, this is really exciting. It does seem like Conduit is going to be a fantastic legend. I myself am a support main, so I'm going to be very excited to play her and get my hands on her. But speaking of supports, we also have to talk about Lifeline Reborn. Don't think I forgot about her, because this season we got Revenant Reborn, and it was a fantastic rework for him, and now Respawn is setting their sights on another legend that does need a lot of love, and that is Lifeline. So what is Respawn planning for her abilities? Well, the passive, very simple, that is going to be unchanged. The Battle Res is a good ability. It does fit Lifeline's kit, so I am happy that they're not changing anything about that. So moving into the tactical, it still does heal people in an AoE. However, the drone can now be attached to someone and it will follow them. So if your team needs to make a rotation, you are going to be able to throw the bot onto somebody, and that's going to heal everyone in the area as your team moves. This is going to be really good if you don't have a ton of meds to share, or you're in a really bad spot and you need to move, but maybe somebody just got up, or maybe you just finished a fight and a third party's coming in. There's a bunch of different situations that I could see where this ability could be very useful, and I think this is going to be a fantastic change and make Lifeline a lot better. Now, her ultimate is getting a massive rework. It's no longer going to be the care package. It is going to be the Shockbot 3000, as Osvaltador puts it. And essentially, it is going to be a reverse Horizon ult. Now, if that confuses you, it also did confuse some other people on Twitter, and someone did say reverse Horizon ult makes it sound like it blows people away, and Osvaltador did confirm that Horizon ult equals suck, Lifeline equals bounce. So maybe it's going to be like a 0G simulator type thing, or something along those lines. I don't know what bounce means. Maybe because she's friends with Octane, all of those Octane pads are just going to randomly spawn and people are just going to be bouncing all over the place. I don't really know. There wasn't a whole lot of confirmation along those lines. I don't know how well this new ultimate does fit her kit. It doesn't really seem very Lifeline-y, but maybe it will buy time because people are bouncing around for her to be able to pop off the battle res, or maybe you'd be able to use it yourself to make rotations if it's bouncing people, or heck, maybe you could use it in the final circle to cause a bunch of chaos. If people are just bouncing around all over the place, they won't really be able to shoot you. It probably isn't going to be a bad ultimate. I just don't think it really fits Lifeline's kit, and it doesn't really scream out Lifeline in my opinion. The care package wasn't a bad ability, it's just that there were so many better options in the game in terms of ultimates, and the ultimate didn't really do anything unique. Yes, it could give you upgrades and meds, but those can also be easily found around the map. You want better armor, just craft it. You want some batteries, find a support bin. Lifeline really was just falling behind in the meta, and these changes will be good in my opinion, especially the tactical. I think that's going to be super great, but the ultimate could use a little bit more tweaking. But let me know what you guys would change about Lifeline in the comments down below, and if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest, greatest, Apex Legends, tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash the like, subscribe button. Thanks all for watching. Once again, it's Game, and I'll see you guys in the next one.